Hello, everybody. Welcome to Unfiltered. It'll come to me. Welcome to Unfiltered live streams. It's like Unfiltered video diaries. Now, it's like really, really cool. That's what it is. So, basically, welcome. And this is how I'm going to be spending the night with you guys. It'll be 2 hours of really getting into what I'm into, basically. It's really inspiring, and at the same time, you get a chance to really, really get excited about something. Now, this is the second time I've been really honing in on my live content. This is the second time, and this, like 2 weeks ago, when I decided we're bringing back these live videos, it's a way for me to really branch out and try something new. And it's exciting how I can get everyone into these different live recordings. Now, it's really exciting how I want to get back into it and what really, really, really inspires me when it comes to doing live videos. So I'm going to spend 2 hours with you guys, and we're going to talk and talk and talk. Okay? We're going to talk everything that I've been into, but also like things that I'm going to kind of somewhat give you a tour of some of my notebooks a little bit and some of the things that I am working on. And then also like for the first hour we're gonna talk how I've been spending my time and the things that inspire, but at the same time it'll be like a productive girly thing. We're gonna do a brainstorm with me. We're gonna do all these really, really fun things, and we can just do it together, as well as different projects that I'm working on and things like that. So we're gonna dive right into the first hour. Then when we get to the second hour, we're gonna talk recommendations, and then we're also gonna talk some of why I'm into a certain area. I don't want to say of life, but like it's more of like I have an adrenaline for, basically. So like all the different things that I'm getting myself into a little bit more of now. Because I feel like grown up girlies need to have something that's more exciting to like get my knowledge in so many different ways, not just what I've been into over the years. I kind of feel like it's important for me to like hone in on some of my older secret ways of life that I don't know why I'm into, but I am. But like, not saying that I'm really into it. It's just like something that I've been really excited about, basically. That I've been kind of like reading these days, or I should say, learning about life in a different light, let's just say. Then we're going to talk recommendations, and different things. So now we're going to dive right on in, okay? So we're going to get all my notebooks that I am working on. So I'm going to grab them. When we do the brainstorming together, I have my little list pad here. So we're going to be doing it on this pad. It says, make yourself a priority, and it's going to be a way for when we do the brainstorming, which we will be doing in the first hour. We're going to be doing that together. Okay. Now, we're going to start with all my books. So, first things first, I am much of a guided book girl as well, but I don't really use it that much. I have a few of them that I love, and I'm trying to get myself into. So this is one of them, if you see here. It's called Burn After Writing. I've been working on it for a while, and it's been like a fun little distraction-free hobby that I just do. It's like a nice little guided book. It has all these different ways to kind of like get inspired and excited type deal, which is nice. So, and then I can keep it as like memories, which is nice for like my future self would thank me for. So it'll be like really cool to like look back and be like, oh wow, I was actually that type of person. So that's why I have this book, basically. So I love guided books like this. And it's like a little summer thing that I'm into. I'm gonna put it right in my basket here. Now, the next thing that I've been using is this little tiny book. I don't know why it's falling apart all of a sudden. Anyway, this little book is something that I use every single day of the week when I am not with my phone, because I'm trying to be that girly that does that. I will be setting up my 2025 one pretty soon, so that way I have it all together, basically. What it is, it's like a great way to kind of like have everything all in one place, all your ideas, thoughts, whatever that comes to me, I usually put in here. I hopped on this trend by watching the videos because I had no internet for a while, and I was like, how am I gonna entertain myself? So I used my data, and I actually was watching YouTube, these videos, but not for too long was I on data, because I did other stuff. So it was kind of just weird. Anyway, so yeah, I saw like videos on everything pocket notebook related, and I was like, oh my god, I have to hop on this. This is something that I can actually do. And I've always been a notebook girly. Everyone knows this about me, of course. So that's, I'm like, I have to do this. So I like how I like decorated this book. It's really, really cool. It has my name on it. It has like all these fun stickers on it. But yeah. So this is really, really cool. It really just keeps me motivated. You can put anything and everything in one place. This is me, basically, in a book. There's another one like that, but it's a lot bigger. And I don't have it decorated anything. It's more like I keep for when I'm it's like my everyday book all in one place, basically, like this, but like it's a lot bigger. So yeah. So that's that little book. Then we have Olivia's diary. I'm not going to show you what's in here, but this is like things that I'm getting myself into so I can be a little bit more of a therapeutic girly. I feel like everyone needs to have a book like this. It's like a way to like journal in a whole different way, which is nice. And I try to be a little bit more fun with it instead of like blah of just writing stuff, just all just writing and be like, huh, blah. So that's what this is. So I have a diary, and not a lot of people are into the whole Y2K versions of things. So I feel like this is an important icicle of bringing back Y2K as well. And I love the cover of this. It's like really, really fun. So yeah. And then I have my bullet journal. This is a book that like I use practically every day of the week, and it's really, really cool. I like that I can put everything in here. It's really, really cool that like I have a book for everything basically, which is nice. And it's really, really, really cool to have things like this. Like I like how I keep myself organized and excited. I did start my 2025 book, but that will be revealed in a later live stream when it gets closer to the end of the year, basically, and I'll be showing that off and what my plans are for that book. But this is where we are with this. And it's really cool and I love it. I have literally everything in here. It's life changing. Then, so if you saw this book, right? Well, I have this book with everything in it. I know I have some loose leaf paper back here of all different things. I'm working on all sorts of different stuff in here. It has every little thing I could think of, basically, in bigger form. I know it kind of looks fat. I do still have a pen in here from earlier. I was by the pool, so I was like, ooh, I was thinking I'll start working on one of my things and do some writing. So that's what I did, basically. It's just like different notes for different things. Like sometimes when I go to the library, I like to write my notes in here. But I also have things for like different like songs, random songs that come to me, or just like anything that's just like I want to work on. It's all in this book, which is nice. So, and I keep it in my piece by piece backpack. So it's always accessible, which is so nice. Then, lastly, you know how I make these books once in a while? It's been a while since I've made one of these. It's with the questions, and then you answer it. Well, I've been instead of doing composition notebook, I'm doing it journal style, and that way it's not like too much effort into it. It's all categorized, and the nice thing about that is that I get to share. I get to put in my questions, and then I write my answers once I have all of it filled out in this whole book, and then I have it. So once I usually do it by age, or I do it by the year sometimes, but like this time I'm doing it by the age. not gonna reveal my age on here, but I know my birthday's coming up, so yeah. In a couple months, basically. I have 2 months until my birthday, so we got some time still. So this one won't be until next year's birthday, which is a big one. And I want to have this book already set so that way I can read it for that birthday, which is nice. And I want to be able to have this. So that's what this one's about, basically. Now we're going to go on to the brainstorming section of tonight's live. So I'm going to grab my list pad here. We're going to be brainstorming different things that for YouTube. We're going to do a whole list for upcoming lives and for videos that I do want to share and things that really, really excite me, basically. So we're going to do that together. I feel like usually when it comes to, I call it Project YouTube because it gets me excited. It gets me excited about posting videos and making these live streams and stuff like that. So I love that, you know? So that's why I'm calling it the Project YouTube. And it's always good to call it something like a project and be like, okay, this is what's going to be worked on. And then we'll work on the next brainstorm. So we're going to start with Project YouTube and come up with some really cool video ideas. And then if you want to comment, if you are already a subscriber and you want to write me what you think are really cool ideas, you can do so. Only subscribers can comment. If you look this way on the screen, you're gonna see Olivia Beatrice turn on subscribers only mode for comments. So if you are not a subscriber yet, please subscribe. Or if you're already attempted to subscribe, I would recommend you actually subscribing because I'm trying to get to 50 because I will be wanting to do mobile live shows for Unfiltered. So that would be really, 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 really cool. Not that I'm going to chase for the number, but if you want to still power through, that would be truly amazing. So that way, like, if we can get to 50, I can actually do those live streams via phone, and I can do a ton of different kinds of videos that way. So we want to have videos for not only from my computer live, but we're gonna also do lot videos, just like since I do lives every other week, not every week, because then it's like gets a little crazy when it comes to posting. So yeah. So we're gonna start with the first idea. I want to do something that, so we're going to kind of categorize. Let's start by categories, okay, of what I have so far. For, I call this where I have to go into YouTube. I have to go into YouTube. I have to go to my channel. I always like to see what I have, basically, which is so nice. So we're gonna go into playlists. Oh no, wait. Go back. So there's a list. Okay, so we have under aesthetic productions, and then we have chapters, and then we have fun stuff. Those are my three main categories if you look at my channel. So under fun stuff, I always have things that are just like really, really cool and different, which is so nice, which I love. And so we have songs that changed me. We have YouTube movies under fun stuff. YouTube movies is like it's just videos that I find that are like movies that I can just get inspired, or if anyone wants to get inspired by really, really original people, I would check that out. If you're into fitness, like I am, I have a thing called Fitness Diaries, which is really, really cool. So if you're really into fitness, I have that. And then we have life changing, just like videos are just like life changing to inspire all of you, basically. Then we have chapters, which is like everything that I've done over the years. So we are gonna do some reactions to tonight. So we're gonna make that a thing as well. So we're gonna do some reactions in a little bit once we do this brainstorming section. Chapters is like everything all in one place for each year. Come next year, I will be putting all of the 2020 content all in one place, which is so exciting. So you will see all my videos being mashed all into one. So that'll be like really cool. And then I want to do a whole thing for a different part of chapters, and I'll come up with like a different playlist name for a whole new thing. Then we have aesthetic productions, which is all the different things that I been working on. So some of them I haven't been in a while, like since now that we have video diaries coming live, which is so nice, which I love, basically. So we have video diaries, which is what I'm doing right now. It's live for video diaries. Sometimes I do shorts in there. So like it's like things that like are just like really, really cool and original, which is nice. And then we have inspiration tube, everything that's like super inspirational that like just inspires everybody basically, and it's really, really cool because it's everything that I've worked on basically that's super inspiring, which is so nice basically, which I so love. I love just like inspiring people for different things basically. And then we have cre- creator the movement. I I want to make it like more of a movement of what I'm doing on YouTube. I know I don't really post much in that spot, so I think we need to make that a thing. I do have my music, I have everything you can imagine basically on this, which is really, really cool. From music to different projects to live streams, anything that's creator based that I've done, it all goes in here, which is so nice. And any movements that I have, I do plan on really sharing some really, really cool stuff for my channel. So that's the next thing. So we're gonna base everything off of the different things that I have going on here. So I really want to work on Creator the Movement, and then I also need to work on my video diaries. So those are the two categories that I want to focus on, basically. So we're going to write those two down. So let's write down, try to remember. And then Inspiration Tube needs a little bit of help. So we're going to do that as well. So video diaries. So video diaries, which I am enjoying doing these live shows, basically. So we want Inspiration Tube. So I don't know if you all know, but I started an Instagram for the Aesthetic Productions. I had started this. I don't know if it's on my YouTube or not, but like I would love for you guys to check it out. That's a really cool place to really like see what's been happening over there. Basically, it's a way to kind of like communicate some of the projects that I've been working on lately. There's On the Rise, and then the there's On the Rise, and I'll tell you what the other one is in a second. On the Rise, and we also have Basement Arts and Heritage, which is really cool. It's basically a way to like everyone can be involved, which is nice to be part of the experience. To basically what it is like hosting online events and workshops for indie film, and also it's a way to also like having film festivals on here and be showcasing your work. And then we also involve the community to be part of the experience, so that way like we're open for all people to be part of the experience as well. So those are the two projects for Aesthetic Productions. um, Aesthetic Productions is my baby for film, and I know I have a whole thing for Creator the Movement. I will be making a playlist for my film work, for all the film work that I will be doing. So be on the lookout for that, which is really, really cool. So So I wrote down my 3 categories here on this piece of paper, which I'm going to show you guys. So these are the 3 categories that we want to look at. Okay? Now, now we're going to come up with for each thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for video diaries. 5 for Inspiration Tube, and then 4 for Creator the Movement. So this is how we're gonna do this. Now, for video diaries, I want to continue doing shorts, but when I do the shorts, remember from the first video that I had put out how everyone was laughing at me and really not taking this seriously about what I do on this channel. I feel like I've been doing it for so long and it's not nice how everyone's laughing at my work and it's not okay with me. So, I'm going to try again with the shorts, but this time we're going to make it more inspirational than some of my personal things that I am making it to be come out like that I have been doing. So we want to shift gears a little bit with my shorts. So like we're still gonna do shorts, but we're gonna shift gears and make it more inspirational. So like for my shorts, we're gonna do like, since I have my phone, we can do like a short of me some some of the videos that I put out on TikTok, let's say, or maybe Instagram or whatever that I'm sharing. I want to be able to do that. So it'll be all my different social media stuff going onto YouTube, basically. So, and then in some of my fashion stuff. So we're going to try to do it like that. So we're going to do fashion. And like I just said, it'll be a way to communicate this. So we want to do fashion. So it's for video diaries. So like fashion. We could do a thing for. Okay, I'm trying to think. So fashion. Then there's film. Fashion, film. Fashion, film, and then like other other content, other content, and other content from social media. From social media. Like I said before. So that's a thing that I want to do. Then, number 2, for video diaries, for my lives, I want to touch on different subjects. I feel like that's important. So I want to have actual subjects to talk about, which is something that I want to do. So that's something that I want to do on here with my lives, so that way it's not just helter skelter, but like at the same time I'm making it more me, more myself, and fun. I always like to do that when it comes to my video diary. So like if I have actual subjects to talk about, I would love to be able to do that. Like we could do like a story time or something, which would be really cool. So like that's another good idea. A lot of people do a lot of story times, like story time and video or something. Story time and I don't know about sharing a video within a video. It's kind of weird. But like we could do a story time from like any of my books that I'm reading. Like once we get to recommendations, I will recommend them. But these 2 are my fiction reads that I got from the library. If you could see, I'm getting myself back into my Nancy Drew phase. I don't know why. She's just like iconic to me, basically. So we have The Secret of Shadow Ranch and The Hidden Staircase. I feel like that's really, really cool. So those are my 2 of my fiction reads. once we get to recommendations portion of this video, I will recommend some really, really cool books that you guys should check out if you're really into the whole adrenaline rush thing like I am. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a whole thing on that, and I'm really into that type of stuff. So yeah, so we could do story time and conversations. I think that would be really cool. So like the first hour will be like a story time, and then the second hour could be like conversations about what the book or something. Like we can just read a book together, like start a book club or something. That would be really cool for like inspiration tube. Like we could do like book club. We could start like a book club on my channel, and if you're into that, we could do a book together. Like if I pick the book and I say, guys, check this out, we'll make that a thing for inspiration tube. We'll do like a book club, and we'll it's kind of like story time and conversations, but it'll be like for inspiration tube. I'm gonna call it book club. So I know a lot of people are into the whole book talk, and a lot of really interesting things happen on TikTok, and I'm like, okay, we need to talk books. And like for some reason I'm like into that type of deal, which is really, really cool. Like I want to get myself into some things that I haven't done in a while and be like, I should really get myself back into reading. So I'm starting with the basics, and then I'll like bring back some of my favorites basically, which is so nice. So that would be really cool to really do. So yeah. Like it'll be like a chosen book or whatever for book club. It'll be like really cool. So I put book club under inspiration tube, so that'll be like really cool. Um I'm just thinking, sorry. I don't know if I have this girl on. I'll recommend some like YouTubers as well. I'm a big YouTuber girl. I don't know how much you guys know that. Mm, I just want to see something. Oh, okay, I have her. Okay. Just want to make sure. I'll like recommend some really cool YouTubers, which is nice. I love following really, really cool things and making it really inspiring for people. I do have a fashion account if anyone's into it. Mm, me, I'm just like taking a minute. It's like it's hard to catch up with myself. So, another thing that I would love to do is I would love to do so at some point we'll do book club for Inspiration Tube. Um, Another cool video diary idea would be like doing like a journal session. I would love to do like journal sessions, which is so fun. And then we can, with journal sessions, it'll be like a way to like get inspired together and write just like your thoughts or just like come up with ideas if you want to do like a whole thing, which is nice. I would love to do that with you guys on here. I think that'd be like really, really cool. Kind of like have like a nice for lives or maybe like for different videos that I post. Like we could do another thing for video diaries, and that could be like I can incorporate. I can incorporate. I can incorporate my fashion career on here. I want to do that. So I think that'd be really cool to do. So that way I can do away with a certain playlist and I can just be like, here, this is what I'm working on in my fashion career. You know, be like, hey, check this out. You know, I did away with the fashion journal idea because I feel like it's another notebook for no reason. And I feel like I want to try to implement those things into my older books so that way I don't have to have a separate notebook for no reason. And I want to try to like keep it to what I am working on, which is nice. Another good one is so I want to incorporate my fashion career into my video diaries, which would be so cool. We're gonna also do um actual videos for video diaries too, where I like just share my world. I'm gonna call it Share My World, and it'll be like a way to kind of like see what I really have been up to because I feel like a lot of YouTube doesn't even know what I have been doing behind the scenes because a lot's happening, and I feel like it's important to really share my world in a different light and be like, I can talk about anything that what I have been up to, which is so nice. Don't mind me, I'm looking at the clouds. It's supposed to rain today, but I don't know. So yeah, I would love to share my world via actual videos. So that way like you get to see who I am as a person, you know? I feel like that's an important part of YouTube. So now we're back to Inspiration Tube. So we have book club in there so far. We can put like for Inspiration Tube, we can do like a whole thing on I'm gonna say doing creative work, like creative writing. We could do like a creative writing club on here because I'm a whole thing on writing. Basically, I done some creative writing with a club with SCCC. Now it's more like I'm just stepping away from that because I'm not really a college girly, and I feel like I need to just separate myself a little bit. So I feel like it'd be really cool to start my own creative writing club, some of some kind, which would be like so fun, and we could just like make it that, which is cool, and just be able to like share. We can like grab any notebook or whatever that you have that you haven't used, or maybe like for me, I have a notebook that I use for creative writing, so that'd be like really, really cool to do together. And I can like write, we can have a prompt, we can have maybe some other stuff as well. So, like, I'm gonna play around with what I'm thinking, but we can do like a creative writing club for Inspiration Tube, a book club. We could do movie. Well, we could do a whole thing for filmmaking, like make a film club or maybe like filmmaking club, so that way we can work on projects together. Like I have, like I am, or we could say, well, yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna do a filmmaking club, so that way we can work together on projects. Like I have set out on that particular Instagrammy that started up. So that'd be really cool. Number 4 for Inspiration Tube. Um, we Another good idea is I'd like to be able to do this, and I'm not sure how this would fly. Um, I would love to. I want to share what I used to. Share what I used to post. Like all my vlogs and things like that. I feel like that's an important core piece that I need to do. So I want to be able to do that, which would be really cool. Like be more like vloggy type deal, which would be so fun. So yeah, share vlogs of all kinds and bring that back. I feel like a lot of people are into that. Mm, you know what I mean? So yes, that'd be really, really cool to do. It looks like mogs, but it's really vlogs. The way I had written that. So I'm gonna just highlight the V for myself. Um, and then lastly, for inspiration tube, which is number 5, um, I'm gonna say I would love to be able to post like ideas. Like I know I on the community page I write what's coming, what's to come, or things that I'm working on, or whatever, or holidays, or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah. So yeah. So the next. So Another cool idea I would love to do would be I want to do making DIY projects on here for inspiration tube. I feel like that'll be like a really cool idea, which is nice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy to have you. So it'd be really cool to do like DIY projects on here. It'll be like really, really, really cool, which is inspiring, which is nice. Now on to Creators, the movement. I really want to do stuff for my movement that I had started and I don't know what happened. So we're gonna do like a whole thing and we're gonna call it Creator and do like a whole video for like the whole makerspace basically. So I really want to do that. So we're gonna do like makerspace. I'm gonna call it makerspace video, which is really, really cool, which I really want to do. So that'd be really cool to do. It'd be like a way to like dive into that type of stuff, which is nice. So it'd be like for the whole creator thing, I feel like that's like perfect. So it'll be like it's gonna be called Makerspace, which is really, really cool and inspiring to do. And it'll be like a whole thing for the creator, like getting into the whole thing. So that'd be really, really neat thing for Creator the Movement. I do want to do a trailer the for the movement, basically. So that'd be a really neat idea, just so I can promote that, and I want to put it onto Instagram. So that way, it'll be like a really, really cool way of saying like, oh wow, this is really, really cool stuff, you know? So I really want to make a trailer for this movement so that way everyone can be like jumping on that bandwagon and be like, oh wow, this is really cool work. So yeah, so that'll be like really, really cool. Number 3 for the creator of the movement, I want to do the thing called the movement, or we can call the next video creator and make it like everything creator related. It'll be like everything creator that I do on social media, from that to so yeah, so that'll be like really, really cool to do a whole thing on creator. You know what I mean? And then the last one would be like really iconic and cool to do, and that's like sharing like for the creators out there. I want to do a whole thing for promoting. I want to do this as a promoting thing. It'll be promoting people's projects. So I want to promote other people's projects, but at the same time I feel like I want to be promoting I don't know, I feel like I wanted to promote fresh ideas, like promoting like a whole thing based on inspiration and also for different areas of entertainment. So like promoting different entertainment practices. I'm gonna write that down before I forget. I feel like that'd be like really cool to do. So like different ways to promote that and have a way to like share work, but also at the same time it'd be a way to like promote different practices for entertainment that I was doing on this channel at one point, and I was like, it'd be like really cool to really just like be inspired about life and things like that, which would be really, really cool to do. So I promote all that. So here we are. We have our golden list together. So we have it all together. Now, the next thing we're gonna be doing is we're gonna do some reactions before we get into the second hour of talking. I feel like I'm having a long night of fun here. So let's dive in, shall we? So we're gonna do some reactions. Okay, so we're gonna do some reactions to some of my videos. And I'm gonna do only short ones and not forever long ones. So we're gonna do just that. It'll be really, really cool because I haven't done this in a while. And I think last time I did my second video that I had posted, and I did a whole, it was like a second video. It was quite some time ago. And I did a reaction video to it. And it was like, oh my God, that was so fun to do, but at the same time it was torture because I was like literally yelling in that. So yeah. So we're gonna go back in and we're gonna actually do some reactions to some of my other work. So let's do that. So let's pick a category that would be like really cool. Let's see what year I want to do. How about we do some of my shorter stuff? So like let's do reactions to, well, yeah, I did a whole summer 2020 live chat and Q&A. I will be doing that again sometime this summer. I feel like it should be like a summer video, so I do plan on doing that at some point. And it's been a while, so yeah, on the lookout for that. So let's see here. Let's see some of my shorter stuff here. We're gonna start with the beginning here. So this is the first one that I've done. Okay. Howdy! Alright, so today I'm gonna do a video on this album called Folklore. Which is okay, I was a big Taylor Swiftie fan. Yes, I know. Many have heard that album. And it's one of my favorites. Very fall-esque. Reminds me of like perspective and really like makes me think about life again, which is really, really cool. It's very lifelike and very, that is so true, beautiful. I love Taylor Swift's work. It's like amazing. You know, a lot of Taylor Swift's albums are very, very like honest and very real. Yeah. And not a lot of people see that in Taylor Swift, you know? Like, I feel like I've learned that because I've grown up listening to her albums, but also, like, because... Oh, yeah, I agree. It's interesting what I'm saying here. Because I like to write songs, too, in my spare time. So, we're going to dive into this, and I'm going to talk about what I talk about, and then this is like my reflection on it, and then a few of my favorite songs and the reason behind them. So let's dive right in. Okay, let's see what favorites I like. Taylor Swift's newest album dropped midnight on Thursday. Yep. Not this Thursday though. This was back a while ago, of course. So. Okay. This album, I had to just sleep on because it hit me hard. Her music just really tells a lot of stories and lots of inspiring words. Now let's get into the songs that really changes me. Alright, so these are my favorite songs that just like struck a chord with me. So, the first one is The Last Great American Dynasty. Yep, love that song still. A lot to what is happening in today's society. Really gives me hope about the world. I find that true. Second song, Invisible String. The song really makes me think about my own love life and music inspo. That is definitely true about my perception about that song. That song just like gives me all the feels. That's for sure. And then number 3, Peace. It's a song we all need to hear, which is inspiring. She is truly an icon. Oh, yeah. Just love her music. Oh, yeah. Like, that is so true. Like, she's definitely an icon in today's music. And okay, I don't know what's up with the hands here. From Folklore. Need my hands. And my reflection on it. So, hope y'all enjoy this video. And have a great day, y'all. Okay. That's an interesting video. I really like that one. That was really, really cool. Let's see what my next one is that I want to share. Let's do... I don't know how Vlogmas got into this, but okay then. I did a best friend tag, which is so cool, but I'm not going to do like anything longer than it doesn't have to be. Ooh, Gap Year 2020. Let's take a look and see what that is. Ooh, I must have been into the whole picture soon. I hope this is not too glary and you guys can see that. That's definitely not animated. Okay, I did like a little picture montage. This was like during gap year. Because even though I graduated in 2020, I still think it was interesting. So I was definitely a photo montage girl here. I think that's what I happened to do in this video. I like some of these places or areas, you know. I thought that was like really, really cool. Here, we'll do it like this. So that way my face is not in the ones up there. So some of the school, some of the changes that they made. This was when one of my friends took me around. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. I love that I did like a whole photo montage, but I wish I did actual audio. But I do like this video. If I didn't, I should have done it right though, and actually did some talking or something. It was like complete silent film. This one's gonna take forever, so let's get out of that one. The next one we can do, that would be so fun to see. Let's see. Let's do Gap Year 2020. Well, that's 11 minutes. We don't want to sit here for 11 minutes, do we? No. Okay. My live chat. We're gonna do an updated live chat and Q&A, so be on the lookout for that. It'll take a while to probably post unless I do it live. We'll see what happens. Okay, so let's try to do this again. I don't know what's up with my thing, but it's being weird. Let's see what other ones we can do. Let's see from 2021. Let's do Let's see what videos we have. I have all sorts of interesting things here. This is when I was really hot in the entertainment section. The entertainment diaries, if you all remember that. Here, we're gonna do Spring 2021, my favorite songs. And it's only a minute and 52 seconds. Versace on the floor. This is cool. I love this. Some of my favorite songs. I'm feeling it. This one's a favorite. I like how I made these videos. It's so cool. I should really post this on TikTok or something, or Instagram. I don't know how to go about that. Ooh, Katy Perry, new album. Let's all remember that, guys. We're gonna have to do a listening party for that. This is a good song. I love this song. I like this format when it comes to music. You can tell that I have so much fun making it. It's not often that I use TikTok to make videos, okay? Maybe I could do an upgrade of this and do a newer one. That would be cool. I think that would be like the coolest thing ever. Welcome to my spring. Okay, we're not doing that one. Let's see what other ones that I have. Ooh, career inspired fashion design. Let's see what that is like. Welcome to my career inspired fashion design unfiltered conversation. Ooh, unfiltered conversations. Here we go. This is perfect. And also getting inspiration. So like it all starts by getting all your ideas in one place. In which I am starting a very secret passion project myself. And I'm starting with inspiration first. And starting a journal. A lot of people are doing a lot of these things with design, but that's okay. And I see I'm gonna try some other stuff. They take pictures and they do that, and at the end, they walk runways and display the fashions, and then they manifest it and be like, okay, I want to be a career woman in this industry, and that leads to these big moments that we all need to know about in life, especially in fashion. So in fashion, you have to start in this beginning process and maybe become this kind of woman where you can be a spokesperson in the fashion world. And after exposing yourself and to different sides of the fashion world, but at the same time, you are being your own fashion mogul. Hope all enjoyed this fabulous video, and I'll see you all in the next one. That one was really cool. I like that. Oh, here, while we're at it, might as well let's do this one. Hello, this is me, Olivia, coming with another video. Now, if you're all wondering, what is up with my YouTube presence lately? Yeah, well, that's what I wonder sometimes. I'm sure you've noticed on my one channel that was originally called Olivia Beatrice is now Aesthetic Productions. I have decided I made a category for that. I want to step up my presence in the YouTube world. Yeah, I really need to. Production, and this is just the beginning. Company on YouTube, and I want to take this step further in my channel and just have that as my way of communicating with my Unfiltered. Oh yeah. Project, my Unfiltered conversation thing, and oh yeah, my Aesthetic Productions, starting like stuff with that late night with Olivia and all that fun stuff. I'm gonna still be working on that channel. The reason why I started a second channel called Olivia Beatrice, I want to create. I don't know why I did that, but okay. Branding myself, not just because I wanted to rebrand, but it was a mess up. I'm starting a production company. Just because I still want to do the production company, and we're going to be doing it everything all in one. You heard it first. Be able to share my thoughts, share my life. But I want to really be refreshed and start new. And that's where I'm at today. So, if you all notice on this channel, what is this channel that I'm starting? Right. Now you know why. Because I want to be organic and share these honest conversations with you all. But at the same time, I'm ready to experiment on YouTube. And I think that's I need to experiment. Really I'm always exciting. Trying new things. And we're going to be doing that. I want to keep as organic and fun and really super inspiring. Totally. So I hope all subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications, because I always promote my work. This is kind of like a first video almost. So typical of me. I am gonna be doing some really fun things on this channel, which will be really, really cool. So yeah. I don't know why my head is chopped off either. Day, and be on the lookout for an official first video. This is kind of more like raw updates on my YouTube life. So, welcome to my Olivia Beatrice channel. Okay, so that's some of my reactions to some of my work. Now we're going to cover onto the next part, like we had said. So we did our reactions, we did our brainstorming, and we talked about all things inspirational books that I've been working on, and also we did a brainstorm of the different things that I want to do on my channel, and yeah, and then come time we're gonna be really, really tuning into our hardcore work. And not that I want to know, but I just want to see one tiny thing. Of course, I want to see if there's any pictures up or something. Okay. So now we're gonna go on to the next thing. Now that it's been an hour and 15 minutes already, and we're almost headed to 2 hours, guys. We're almost there, guys. This is really a lot of fun. So now we're gonna go into some inspiration. Of course, we have to get our inspiration in. So we're gonna do just that. I'm just gonna move some things out of the way so I can actually get to what I need. We will be doing maybe a listening party / whatever for the new Katy Perry album. So we might do a whole entertainment thing. So let's get our inspiration on, shall we? So we're gonna dive into Lemonade because I feel like a lot of people don't know what Lemonade is, and I feel like Lemonade is like one of the coolest apps. I think we all need to have this app, girl or a boy. It has every little thing you can imagine on this app. It's like I'll give you like an example of what they post. Okay, can I don't know why I tapped that. Okay. If I can get it. Oop, I don't mean to do that. Wait. Oh, they added more categories, apparently. Okay. Go to all. I keep tapping things every time I try to prop it up in my hand. Here, let me see if I can prop it up this way, and then I'll do it like this. Okay. So, as you see here, this is what Lemonade looks like. It's really different things that's like really, really cool and inspiring. But let's say I want to tap into something that's really, really cool that I'm into. I let's say I'm into here. I'm gonna show you. Let's say the summer crafts one, right? You scroll this way and it's all different things. Like that would be really cool to make if you are a DIY girly, you know? So it's like all different things. Like it's really inspiring. So like they have that for all different things, which is so nice. Ooh. I do have a stand and I'm trying to use it. As like an assistance for myself. Sorry that when that was a blackout for you. Trying to prop it up on this thing. So you can see me. So we're gonna start with apps I'm obsessed with. There's this app called Locket. Everyone's using it. Laps, same thing with Laps. Good pizza and great pizza if you like games. I'm not much of a gamer, but like I'm willing to try anything new. Basically, I'm always looking. And then there's Finch. Another good one would be Cute Five Below Finds. So like they always have like the coolest stuff at Five Below. I feel like that's like one of my go-to stores, and it's really, really cool. They have everything you can imagine at that store. Um, At least it gave you somewhat of a tour of Lemonade, a little bit. I wish they had more like inspirational type stuff, but it's okay. Now we're gonna go into Pinterest. I feel like that's another app that I'm totally still obsessed with. So let's go there. Um, Most relaxing experiences. Let's see. That do not involve a spa. Okay, let's see what there is. It says going into the restroom to collect yourself. I feel like that's a good one. I feel like I do that a lot. I don't know why. Um, Getting a seat on public transportation and zoning out. I feel like where I live, I don't have that really. So walking through a garden store. I feel like that's true. I feel like I've been through so many garden places growing up, and I feel like for some reason I just want to get a plant. Getting your hair shampooed before a haircut. I feel like I just love that. You know, the moments before an appointment when your only obligation is to read niche craft magazines. I feel like that's really cool. It's really like inspiring to like try new things. Trying out different pens by drawing whimsical loops. That would be really cool. I'm always willing to try new things. So that's definitely me. Let's see what else is here. Things to do when bored, and they have a whole list here. I don't know if you guys can easily see that. I know the glare is crazy right now. I don't know why. There we go. So yeah, if you guys see that, that's a really cool list right there. Things to do when you're bored. I feel like that's what I need to do. Make a list of that type of stuff, so that way, like, I'm not bored uh, on nighttime at nighttime, especially because sometimes I just don't know what I'm doing sometimes, and I'm doing the same thing over and over. So, um, another good. Let's see what else there is. Ooh, summer bucket list. Not saying this is my summer bucket list or anything, but we can go over that. So like, here's another one that's cool. Like the 50 things to do during the summer. Like if you're really into that type of stuff, which is really cool. Um, 10 lists to make when life gets overwhelming. I feel like is one too much for me, but this is a really cool one. If you can read that's like really, really cool way of organizing your life. I feel like I'm always that girly, you know? And then I don't drive, so oh yeah, I have to redo my summer playlist. So let's do that. We could somewhat start it together. But like, not that I'm a Hello Kitty fan, let's say, but I'm gonna just show you guys this, which is nice. I do love cute things like that though. So let's work on that playlist for a little bit. And then we're gonna go into recommendations. Since I showed you guys some really cool inspiration, now on to making a playlist together. I feel like that'd be like super fun and cool to do together. So let's do that. So we're gonna incorporate some music, which is so fun. So we're going to be doing that in this video. So I had a summer playlist and then I don't know what happened to it. It like disappeared when I was actually reworking my playlists. So we're going to redo it completely. So we're going to go into my favorite one here. And then we're going to put, I want to call it Splash in Summer, which is like perfect. Cause that's like my motto, like every summer basically is like splash party, like I love that type of stuff. So now we're gonna go to the beginning here. And we're gonna find some really, really cool stuff. So let's go into the Charlie XCX mix and let's see what there is that's totally like fun. But I'm always about like changing up my listens a lot. So I feel like that needs to be me. We're going to be getting 360 by Charlie XCX. I feel like we're all about stepping it up. I'll play as I go. If I like see something and I want to play it, I'll play it for you guys. I don't want to be, if I get copyrighted, sorry if that will happen. I just want to basically. Let's see what this song is. I never heard of this group. It's called Between Friends. Yeah, no. I'm not into that. Alright, let's go on to the next thing. Charlie XCX is like not there for me in that category. So let's see what else is here. Yeah, no. Pitbull doesn't have much. Ooh, upbeat mix. Let's see what's here that I didn't get yet. Ooh, a bar song called Tipsy. I feel like I need this song. It's a good song. This is like perfect. My baby on a birthday. She's been telling me all night long. Gasoline and groceries. We need this one for summer. 9 to 5 ain't working. Why the hell do I work so hard? I feel like I just need the song. I can't take them. I want the song so bad. It's so good. It's called 100 Bad Days by AJ. So good. I ended up with 2 broke thumbs. Oh my god, I felt so dumb. Lucky me. I wrote a song that no one knows. I played a show and no one knows. I know the song from this band. It's called The Good Part. We have to have the song. Get to the good part. It's on TikTok, guys. Like, come on. It's such a good song. Now we're gonna go into the next mix. I'm not gonna go into the 2000s era so much, but let's see what's in the punk mix. Not saying there's anything new there for a sec, but I don't see anything that jumps out at me. Ooh, a happy mix. Let's see what's here. See what's worth having. I'm always stepping it up and always finding new listens. So that's always been me. Let's see what this one is. It's called Walk Through Fire by Vice Tone. I've never heard of them. Yeah, no. Even though the beat is cool. I love remixes. got me 10 feet off the ground. I like the original better, but I don't mind a good read it. Tell me that you need me, then you go and cut me down. Why? You tell me that you're sorry, and I think I turn around and said, please apologize. Such a good song. We have to have that one. I love that type of music. I don't know why. Let's see what else is here. Ooh, a pop mix. This person almost looks like a monkey. Like, look at the picture. So funny. Let's see if there's anything in here. Ooh, she said by Brie Larson. Ooh, I like this one. Yeah. She said. Ooh. A little bit of Little Mix. I have to have them. They're just really good. You're such a gentleman. You always open doors for me. For me. I'm always like stepping it up, but like I have a little bit of 2010s going on, so it's like perfect to kind of like have that. Okay, let's see what's in the Villain Mode playlist that I had checked out once before. Not that I want to go that route, but let's see what's here. Don't mind me yawning. It's been a long day today, but it's okay. I feel like as long as I start it with you guys, I can continue it afterwards. Ooh, I love Billie Eilish. We need to have the song. Not that I want to curse on here, but it says all the good girls go to hell. Which is, we need to have some Billie Eilish. She's just like fresh and new and cool. We need her. Okay. And then, ooh, The Hills by The Weeknd. I really want to get into The Weeknd. I don't know how. But, like, I'm always willing to try something different. You said keep our business on the low. I'm just trying to get you out the friend zone. I feel like that's like hits so perfectly. So that's a good start. Now we're gonna go into the recommendations and some of the books that I am. So that's a good start to my summer playlist, and I'm gonna continue it off. So that way we can wrap this up the way I want to wrap it up. So we're going to do our recommendations and also what books that I got this time around for the adrenaline rush girlies out there and guys as well, if you're all watching. I know you're probably wondering how I'm functional at the moment. It might be my second wind of the day. So before the storm blows and I want to like, and try to like have some fun now so that way I do more things. So, like I showed you before with the Nancy Drew books that I am getting myself back into as like my beginner reads for myself, I feel like it's just typical. I want to get back into reading, and I feel like Nancy Drew is like the perfect start for me. So, if you're into like the whole mystery thing, so we have The Secret of Shadow Ranch. which is really cool. I like this cover. It's really, really cool. They've done some other books, but this one's really, really a cool one. A little old school. I love old school books. And then we have The Hidden Staircase. I don't think I've read this one, but there's some other ones that I've read by them. I love their mystery books. So I'm gonna be like making it a thing, like during the day, like so that way like I'm reading something like that's really, really cool. So that would be like my summer reads. I want to get into like reading these books, and then I want to find Secrets of My Hollywood Life and reread that series because I feel like that's like a really good set of books. I used to have them, and I don't know what happened to them. I I don't think I got rid of them. I think it's in my closet, my other closet. So I'm thinking of trying to find those books so I can actually read them again because I miss reading them. I used to be a reader and then I don't know what happened. So we're gonna try to get myself back into reading. I feel like that needs to be a thing. Now, this set of books. You know me and my adrenaline rush that the books that I somewhat showed last time, but we're gonna do a review of that and then we're gonna dive into the newer ones. Okay? As I pile these books in front of me. But yeah, at least you guys can still see me. So we have I've taken out these books before, but I really needed to. Anyway, this is one of the books. It's called Ultimate Spy, which is really cool. I'm like really like into the whole thing. It says Tales from the Secret World, Spy Equipment and Famous Spies Through History, The Insider's Guide to the Secret World of Espionage. I feel like I'm having this rush of just like learning like different things in the forensic world. Forensic science is a thing that I've always like had an adrenaline rush for. So like this is kind of like that, but this is more spy related. So I thought that would be like really, really cool book. Then we have STEM and Current Events for Forensics. It's really, really cool. They have other kinds of books, but like this one's really, really cool. This book that this is from last week, basically, when I got these books. They were due today, but I forgot them, and I'm like, you know what? I'll renew them, and then they can all go back with the other books that I took out today. So it's kind of like perfect. So yeah. Anyway, I'm a silly goose, and I did that to myself. So yeah. So this is so I can like learn how they do things. I'm always learning some new things. Then we have Spy Tech. Spy Technology is another good one. Again with the forensics, but also like the spy world a little bit too. I feel like you're always like learning new things and how things work. So that's me, but like at the same time it's like really cool science. I'm like I love learning science. Not that I'm into this and I feel like it's a thing for me. I don't know why, but we have Tracking Ghosts. Not that I'm into the whole ghost tracking thing. Not that I'm into that type of stuff, but like at the same time it's interesting the whole science behind it. So I just happened to take this book out and it was like really, really interesting how how this actually works. It's a really neat science that they have, for sure. This one's an interesting book. It's called How to Become a Crime Scene Investigator. I feel like it's the same thing with forensics and ghosts, but like this one's a little bit more like just like learning that whole career and really getting into it, which is nice. So yeah, I'm always learning new things of a different career just to see what it is. This one's an interesting one. This one is STEM and current events for the entertainment industry. I feel like I'm also that type of girly that's into entertainment. And you can easily tell because I'm a big YouTube girly. So, yeah, have to have that book. Now we're on to the newer books that I got today. Now we have Forensics Demystified. I feel like this one's really, really cool. I love learning all how it all works and stuff. So it says investigate forensics without the latex gloves and magnifying glass. This hands-on self-teaching text offers all these different things, and I love learning different things about my adrenaline rush that I have. Then we got these two books, which is interesting. All from that CSI collection of what I showed you before. So this one is the forensic ballistic styles of projectiles. So like that's like learning like different things of that nature, which is nice. And then this one is that for the fingerprint one, this is fingerprint analysis, hints from prints. Like learning how they do different things is always inspiring. Then another one to go along with what I showed you before with the ghosts. So like, you know how I showed you this tracking ghosts thing? I'm going to show you this next book that kind of goes along the lines of this a little bit. And I've been to one, and it's really freaky. So I'm going to show you this next book that I had put in new collection. And that's this one. And that's Ghost Towns. I've been to a ghost town. And it was back in the place, I think if I remember correctly, it was in Santa Fe, New Mexico, when I saw a ghost town. And I was like, oh my god, this is like really cool. So I kind of picked up this book in tribute of that particular trip that I went on. And it was like really, really inspiring for me. And I don't know how that happened. So now I'm like, let me read up on ghost towns and learn a thing or two. So that way, like the next time I go to a ghost town, I prepare myself what to expect. You know? And then we got the DK for crime scene, the secret weapon of forensic detection. And I feel like it's an important thing to learn all of this. So those are all the books that from before, and then the books that I just showed you are all the newer ones. So it's kind of like inspiring me to kind of like learn this other side of life, which is crazy. Like I believe it was yesterday. I looked out my window and I saw policemen, all like five of them, and I was like, "Whoa!" And I was just like seeing from my window, and I'm like, "That's like really cool how they talk to people and trying to like figure out what's going on." You know, like the police thing is really interesting. I think that should be my next thing after forensics. I really want to like find police related books next. I think that'll be like really, really cool, but I don't know. But that would be really cool though. Now we're gonna do recommendations. I'm gonna do recommendations off my phone because don't feel like getting that thing, then I just sent that direction or that direction wherever I put it. I'm like, I moved my desk again, typical me. Um, I figure I have a whole different look on life and change things up. So my bed's next to me over here. Anyway, not that you want to know, but that's where I put my iPad for now. So we're going to recommend people this time instead of anything else. So we're going to do that. So we're going to go into YouTube and I'm going to recommend some YouTubers. We're going to start with that. So I'm going to go through some of my notifications and I'm going to read off some people for you guys to check out. I have Nikki Diemar. She's really, really cool and I love her content. And I love that like she's very like authentic and she does everything herself, which is really cool. Then we have Michaela Maggs. I've been watching her for a while now and she's really, really cool and relatable, so that's why I have to have her. I don't really like follow this guy that much on notifications, but he's really, really cool. His name is Sebastian Soto, and he does like gossip stuff on YouTube, which is like really, really cool and fun that he does that, which is nice. Then we have Nicole Lano. Been watching her as well. She's really, really interesting. Like, her content is just like based off of like the life that I really want to live type of deal. So a lot of it is really interesting. And then we have commentators who are just like super different, and I really want to get into that, but I don't know how. So I'm still learning what people are putting out there, basically. So we have Jordan Clark is another one that I like, who's really, really cool and different. Then we have the thing celebrity, anything celebrity, I'm like, I have to. Then we have Hey It's Dahlia. She's really, really cool. I think she's like fashion and really like fun and inspiring. Then we have Romney Ellen. I started following newer people on YouTube, so it'd be really cool to see what she does on her channel. So that'd be super, super cool type deal. Then we have Cameron Suzanne. She does a lot of commentary stuff, so I love her. Then we have Katie Lesky. She's a high schooler. Not that I'm into high school YouTubers, but she's really, really cool. And I used to watch a lot of high schoolers, and they're like, whoa, that's like really, really cool. And it kind of reminds me of the life that I did have, which is like really cool. Then we have Alyssa Darland. I feel like she's really, really cool and I like her, and I feel like her content is like so relatable these days. And then we have Elijan Macarenas, I believe that's how it's pronounced. I'm not entirely sure, but he's really cool for commentary. If you're really into that, he's really has really good content for that type of stuff. Then we have Samantha Costa. Like, I feel like her content is really, really inspiring, which is nice, which I love. I love people like that. Then we have Sloan. Oh my god, shout out to you if I just love you. Your content is just like my soul, basically. Then we have Honest, another YouTuber for music, and it's really, really, really cool stuff. Like, I love commentary, and I also love anything entertainment, which is nice, and I love, like, really, really cool YouTubers. Then we have Tam Cower, Ziriel. I just added these two, which is Girl Crafts and Squirrel Studio Co. I'm getting myself into the whole crafty crafty side of YouTube. So that'd be really cool. Kayla Says is another commentary YouTuber. Then we have the Surprise Witness TV. I got myself into the whole lawyer YouTube YouTubers. I feel like they're just like cool and iconic and fresh stuff to watch. Then we have Katie June. I love her. Like, it's like if I had another channel of any kind, like her stuff is just like what I need because like I deal with a lot and I kind of feel like she really sets the standards, which is nice. Then we have Magical Meg, like anything Disney related. It's like so me. I have to have that. Wayne TV is another music entertainment commentator that I'm into. Zoe Unlimited is a commentator that is super inspiring. I love her. I love her work. She's just really, really cool. Julia K. Christ. I know she's married and she's really, really, really nice, and I love her work. Basically, like I've watched her content basically from the beginning when she's somewhat started her channel, and I'm like, oh my god, I like literally like learned so much about the college content. I'm like, I have to do college content. I have to do all this other stuff that is really, really cool. And I'm like, I have to try that. So she's really cool. Cozy K is another one that I love. I started watching her and then I don't know what happened, but I'm getting myself back into watching her and she's really, really, really cool and I love her. I love journalers, so we have Abby Sai, and podcasts are really, really cool. I'm like getting myself into that, which is nice. Michelle B is another good YouTuber that I just love. I just like love her stuff. Then we have Leah Prips. I feel like she's really authentic and different than most. Then we have Juicy Pop, which is anything entertainment and music, and it's really, really, really cool, and I love it. And I love that content. Then we have Passion City Church DC, my church that I follow. It's kind of hard to keep up with some of the sermons, and I've kind of lost track, but I do need to watch more. Every Sunday, they always go live, and I love that they have these services for people so that way we can enjoy them, which is nice. Then we have Heart Breathings. I love newer YouTubers, which is so cool. So we have Heart Breathings, Ashley Viola, Ali Perugan, Perugan, and can't really pronounce her last name, but she's I I love watching people like this. Like Shauna Rapari is another new one. I'm getting myself back into watching Kaylin Nicholson. I started watching her, and now I need to just catch up with her content a bit. So I want to do that. Then we have Fernanda Ramirez, another good YouTuber. I love any vloggers and inspirational people like that. Then we have Hugo Henderson. I love anything Y2K, so he does a lot of like that type of stuff. So there's a ton of different YouTubers, but at least I recommended some really cool people for you guys to all check out. Now that we have only 5 minutes left for tonight, which is cool. So, with that said, this has been a fun 2 hours of getting in, just diving into every single thing that might be held disclosure to you. I don't know. But it's also cool that you all attended tonight. It's a great night to be inspired about life and getting excited about some of the things that are coming up and all the different things that we brainstormed together and seeing all that come to life, basically. So we're going to be starting from the ground up and building back my channel because I feel like it needs that oomph, that boost. So if you haven't followed, if you try to subscribe and want to subscribe, I recommend doing so. You know, if you are a returned YouTuber, yay! Thanks for joining. Um, and if you haven't yet subscribed, and I don't want to I don't want to sound preachy, but or come at you guys for not subscribing, but I would love for you guys to subscribe if you're new and want to see my content and see what I do post, then go right ahead. I would love to have you on this channel. It'll be like really, really, really cool to like talk to you guys and really be like super relatable. I do it for fun. It's a passion project. It's something that I've done for ever since 2019. So I put a lot of effort into this channel since then. Now it's like it just needs an oomph. It needs that extra wheels turning for this channel. So we're gonna get our my YouTube channel back up to where it was. Hopefully I get my 50 subscribers. Not that I'm looking for numbers, but if I do get my 50 people, I'm looking forward to really like showing my world a little bit differently and using the live feature on my phone, and it'll be like so fun to kind of like show you my world in a different way, which would be so fun. Then I can go like doing road trips with you guys. I want that to be a thing, but I don't know how that would fly, but that would be like a really cool thing to do. So I'm just throwing out some more cool ideas that might be really, really cool at some point. But yeah, if you guys want to check out my content, it'll be really, really cool. And I would love for you guys to join. In 2 weeks, we will be coming back. So once it hits the 26th, I will have all new books for you guys to check out, and also to also see some of the books that I've been into. So if you guys want to get into that, go right ahead. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for coming back to my channel, to my I call it my little baby, and will always be my baby. And I'm looking forward to the next time I do a 2 hour with you guys. This was so fun, and here we are. Hopefully, you all got all your inspiration in for the night, and hopefully, we get to do this again soon. And I promise that in the next live, we're going to try to talk on a subject this time, but at least you've gotten some really, really cool inspiration and exciting things to look out for. Now, I get to say adios. I love you, and I see you all in 2 weeks. Love you guys.